It's been a while. I'm just gonna cut straight to it. I haven't been uploading because I've been trying to juggle school with relaxation. Although I really enjoy making YouTube videos, I really haven't had the time to because I've been prioritizing those two things. Other than uploading, do you know what else I haven't done in a while? Talk about a fairly untalked about game series that hasn't gotten a major entry in a while. My Punch-Out video was the first ever video on this channel, and although it has some rough edges, I still think it was fairly well made, and I had a blast making it. And another series which you probably never played but have definitely heard of is Ace Attorney. For the people who need a refresher who've just never played the game, Ace Attorney is a game series where you play as the lawyer Phoenix Wright as you defend your clients in court and solve the mystery behind the case. Every case revolves around murder in some way, and in the first 3 games, there are a total of 14 cases, and of course, some are better than others. Today, I will be ranking every single one from the first 3 games. Once again, not including Apollo Justice, Dual Destiny, Spirit of Justice, anything like that. And just to clarify, there are no bad Ace Attorney cases. There's 3 tiers I would define them in. Middle of the road, and absolutely amazing. And here's how my ranking is going to work. I'm going to give a short summary on the case, explain my ranking, and maybe add some ways on how they can improve the case. Before we start though, join my Discord server. If we can hit 3,000 subs by the end of the year, I will do another Nitro giveaway. I post updates on videos there, and I am quite active. And if you want some super secret Malevance content, check out my friend Namicus, specifically this video. We held a funeral for him on a bad Minecraft server, and I am the one talking during it. He makes some other really funny videos as well, and is overall just extremely underrated, and I'd love to give him some love. Without further stalling, let's do this, starting with Turnabout Bigtop is the main reason people hate on the second game. So, you're defending this dude named Max, which is the most annoying motherfucker on the planet. And this case takes place in a circus, which I do quite like, and the ringmaster has been murdered due to a bust falling on them. Guess you could say they got busted on! Someone, please laugh. Just, please laugh. The killer is revealed to be this dude named Acro, which is in a wheelchair which was caused by a tiger because Regina Barry, Max's girlfriend, was irresponsible. So, why do people hate this case? Well, there are 2 main reasons. All of the characters except Trilo and Acro are really annoying. Second, pedophilia. Yeah, one of the issues in this case is a love triangle with Max and Ben wanting her. But fun fact, Regina is 16. Yeah, let's just move on. The First Turnabout is the first ever case in the series, and I have 0 memory of it whatsoever. I can barely even remember the murderer. But alright, here's the summary after a short browsing on the wiki. Larry Butts, your childhood friend, has been accused of killing his girlfriend, and to add insult to injury, this is your first ever court case, and there's some good proof pointing towards Larry. Luckily, your mentor Mia is there to help you out, and you figure out that Frank saw it, haha, get it, was the true murderer all along. Whoop-de-frickin-doo. There's a common belief in the Ace Attorney fanbase that all third cases suck. That isn't true, and that intro cases usually suck. That is true. The reason behind that is because it's supposed to teach you the mechanics so they can't do much in the character department. Once again, I really don't have memory of it, but I like how the murder weapon is carried over to the second chase. That was pretty unique. The Lost Turnabout is a slightly overhated case. It's not good, but there are some good things about it. This is another tutorial case where Maggie Bird's boyfriend got pushed off a bridge and she's the main suspect. Also, Detective Gumshoe has a crush on Maggie, and keep that in your head because it will be important later. There are 2 main things I like. 1, the entire reason that this is a tutorial case is because Phoenix has amnesia, which was caused by the villain, and speaking of him, he was somewhat funny and reminded me of Old Bag in a way, but other than that, he was just kind of annoying. That's it, really. Hey, editing Melevin, been a while since we've met, but I also want to point out how the entire point this case happened is because Maggie Bird's boyfriend just did not like switch out of a police uniform, and that's why he got murdered. So keep that in mind, kids. Yeah. Editing Malevin's out. I don't know how to end these. Turnabout Sisters is the case that sets up Ace Attorney as a whole. So you remember your mentor, Mia, that helped you in the last case? Yeah, she's dead now. Her sister, Maya Faye, is arrested, of course, and you have to defend her. Yippee! This case has all the favorites: Maya, Gumshoe, Ghost Mia, and most importantly, Edgeworth. Now he's kind of an asshole right now, but don't worry, he'll sweeten up in the next case. The worst part of the case is that they immediately show you who killed Mia, and this is kind of a bad thing, because they don't do anything obviously villainish with the villain. So yeah, this case is kinda mid. Now we're getting to the cases I actually care about, starting with the Stolen Turnabout. It feels criminal putting this low, but this shows how good most Ace Attorney cases are. So your client, Rhonda Light, has been accused of murder. What? What do you mean that there's no murder? He's been accused of being the famous thief Mask to Mask? Huh, that's interesting. It's kinda weird how this case resolved on the first day, since most second cases go to 2 days, but hey, I'll take it. So apparently this Spamton looking dude is actually Mask to Mask. Huh, who could have known? What? There's been another murder? And it links with Mask to Mask? Uh-oh. Well, Spamton killed him, of course, but he wasn't technically Mask to Mask because Ron was being blackmailed to go steal things. This case is just good, but it isn't too special. I absolutely adore the design of Mask to Mask, and it was cool to see Adrian Andrews again. And the villain was okay, though I love his catchphrase, Zavari! Zavari! It's so fun to say. Say it right now. This is Godot's first case, and man is he a treat. Hell, even Larry is here, and at the end credits it's revealed that his partner is Old Bag, so that was pretty funny. Other than that, it's just okay. It kind of feels criminal putting it this low, but Turnabout Samurai is another good one simply for the aesthetic. Famous movie star Will Powers, who plays the character of the Steel Samurai, has been accused of murdering Jack Hammer. Pretty standard. The characters are really hit or miss. I loved Old Bag, and Salmonella was funny, and was somewhat important to the case, but then there's some unnecessary ones like the kid and whoever this bitch is. The villain is alright, and I like how it wasn't technically a murder. It was self-defense, and the victim was the one who was out for blood, but other than that, she's just okay. I think my main issue with the case is that all the characters and plot points are mainly just forgettable. However, there is one major plot point, and that is Edgeworth helps you at the end, which goes into Turnabout Goodbyes. Overall, just an average case. Recipe for Turnabout's ranking is one that I think I'll get a lot of hate about, which I understand why people wouldn't like this case, but me personally, I love it to death. So, in this case, you start it, and already there's some weird things going on. You get some news that someone impersonated you in court, and got your client from the Lost Turnabout, Maggie Bird, a guilty verdict. You go and investigate, and you find out that this dude named Glenn Elg made a computer virus called MC Bomber, which can completely destroy a computer in one go. He's planning to sell it to pay off his $100,000 loan that he used to gamble. And guess what, guys? He won it big time. This is a great lesson to always continue to gamble, because most gamblers quit before they're about to hit it big.
Well, actually, gambling to that point is not a good idea.
Why don't I show you a good idea? Can you stop screaming? Anyways, this guy, who has similar hair to you, poisons his coffee and he dies. It's quite obvious that the villain is this dude, Don Tigre, or the Tiger. They do a lot of fun things with him that otherwise they wouldn't be able to do without obviously revealing who the villain is. The side characters are pretty strong too. Victor Kudo was really funny, and I loved how they brought back Gumshoe's crush on Maggie, and that ending was very, very sweet. If I had to pinpoint a weak point in characters, it was definitely the owner of Tres Beyond, Gene Armstrong. He is just interesting. Though, I did like how he was being blackmailed by Tigre, and the extent he went through to lie because of that. Overall, a really good case. I feel like Turnabout Beginnings is really only talked about for the ending, which I'll admit is really good, but it also has some other stuff in it too. In this one, you get to see Mia's first ever court case, and she's defending a man named Terry Falls, who escaped from prison and has allegedly killed Valerie Hawthorne. He was in love with this girl named Dahlia Hawthorne, which she is super important, so keep her in mind. And right when Terry's about to get off the hook, well... yeah, this case doesn't have a happy ending. Other than that, this case sets up the finale case to all of the first 3 Ace Attorney games. It also shows weird-looking Edgeworth, Godot before the poisoning, and of course, Dahlia's evilness. And most importantly, the Canadian judge. Ace Attorney just wouldn't be the same without him. So this video will be cut into 2 parts, mainly because of the sheer length of this video, and just needing to get something out so I can prove to the world I'm not dead. I've been extremely busy lately with all sorts of things, so I don't know when the next part will be coming out, and I don't have an accurate guess. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the first part, and the second part is going to focus on my favorite cases from the trilogy. Anyways, I need to finish putting that one nerd up for ransom. Malevance, out.